What's up, YouTube fam? So we got another review coming at you today, and we are going to be talking about a new original series coming to Amazon Prime Video, and that is Upload, which will be available to stream come May 1st. And I have to tell you that this particular series is absolutely fun as I don't know what. So fun. And we'll talk about it in a little bit, and obviously I'm just going to say right now, there's no spoilers that's going to be in this review. I just knocked out 10 episodes, the first one being about 45 minutes to an hour range, and all the other episodes being around 30 minutes. But nonetheless, absolutely fun. And like, this series really, I feel like it's going to draw to a couple of different crowds. One is going to be a particular niche that, and you'll understand in a second. There's going to be a particular niche that's going to be like, hey, I got to check this out for reasons. There's going to be a crowd of people who didn't know they needed to check this out, but will check it out because of certain things. And then there's going to be the ones that hear about this and then will have to check this out because this was fun. This was absolute fun. And I think that a lot of people are going to enjoy this. But I have a lot of stuff I need to read, especially the synopsis. Again, no spoilers here. I got 10 episodes here, and I'm going to one-shot this review, which means I'm not going to be editing it up. Just going to go straight through with my thoughts. So this is going to be as genuine as it comes. But let me read the synopsis really quick. So this series follows a young app developer, Nathan Brown, played by Robbie Amell, who winds up in a hospital following a self-driving car accident, needing to quickly decide his fate. After a rushed deliberation with his shallow girlfriend Ingrid, who's played by Allegra Edwards, he chooses to be uploaded into her family luxurious virtual afterlife, the Horizen's company's Lakeview. Once uploaded into Lakeview, Nathan meets his customer service angel, Nora Anthony, played by Allo, who at first is his charismatic concierge and guide, but quickly becomes his friend, confidant, and helping him navigate the new digital extension of life. Now, also about Upload, this is brought to you. Now, this is the first niche of people that's going to like it just because it is. Because if you love and appreciate these shows, you automatically know you're in for it. From Emmy-Award winning writer Greg Daniels, who's done The Office and Parks and Recs, comes Upload, a new science fiction comedy series set in a technological advanced future where hologram phones, 3D food printers, automated grocery stores are the norm. Most uniquely, humans can choose to be uploaded into a virtual afterlife where they can find themselves near death. So, Tona, that's it, all right? Yeah, that's right. So, yes, think about this for a minute. So, again, the first group of people, obviously, people like The Office and Parks and Recs, because if you love those type of shows and that type of comedy, this is all for you. The second one is the people who got that great, deep appreciation for technology, wonders, and just that exploration of where the world's going to be at in years. Obviously, the people who appreciate, the innovators and developers such as Elon Musk, that future that he talks about, the future like that is in this show. This show takes place in 2033. So, we're about 13 years away from now. And while a lot of it does look the same, everything is so totally different. It's wild. And I truly just love like the possibilities of everything that's happening. In each episode, you see more and more like ideas being pitched and like how things ultimately could shape up with technology. And like, it's such a great appreciation, and like it makes your mind, it stimulates your mind so much as to, wow, I wonder this and I wonder that, and it gives you so much of that. But as much as we're thinking futuristic, like, you also got to really still think like currently, as far as like the dangers, and talking about Elon Musk, AI, because AI is crazy in this. But let's kind of like, let's go over some of my notes here. Nathan, just been uploading. He's really trying to get acclimated with the environment around him, as you could imagine, because the guy just died, and now he's alive and his consciousness is within his avatar, which looks like him, or can be designed to look like him, or however they want, but it does look like him, and he's getting used to it, and the whole filling out process, and as far as everything that's around him in the environment. And while all this is happening, he's interacting with other avatars and people, obviously who has been uploaded to Horizen, and the whole filling out and getting to know process with these other people. These people are asking, questions about his afterlife, his past life, as far as like, hey, so what did you do for work? And, what were you into? Family and all that other good stuff. So while that's all happening, he's remembering high school stuff, all that good stuff. But he could not remember, what he was actually doing in regard to work. He knew he was a coder, developer, and, but he had no idea as far as the inventions and projects that he was working on. Everyone found that really bizarre because it was like, yeah, typically no one has these type of memory lapses when they happen. So that's kind of weird. But, while that's happening, he's kind of like, okay, whatever, I'll figure it out. And he's going to figure out what he was doing. He's going to figure out more about himself. But at the same time, he obviously is still really focused on, getting used to this whole Horizen, living in the Horizen. At the same time, Nora, his angel, again, who is this, his customer service person, who, she is there in order to supply customer service for her clients. So Nora is referred to an angel, thus because Horizen is referred to heaven. So you kind of get that correlation. And while this is happening, he's speaking to her like, hey, why am I having these memory lapses? Then Nora's like, well, I don't know, because that's really a strange thing that typically never happens. This has been tested. We've never had anybody have this issue. So while that's happening, she's actually questioning herself, because typically if something like this is to happen, it's actually on the backs of the person who did the upload. So she's trying to figure out, is this some type of, glitch or mistake that was made? Or possibly could this been some tampering? And if there's some tampering, why? So there's a lot of, she's trying to figure that out. And at the same time, Nathan's also sitting around thinking like, my self-driven car accident, was it actually an accident, or was it actually tampering, aka a murder that had happened to him? And the two of these things come full circle into one really comedic adventure comedy drama. It's fun, it's enjoyable, it really, really is. But it's just a lot of that type of stuff going on. And at the same time too, while this is all happening, the two of them, they built this type of relationship with each other that's it's so unexpected, because one person's alive, one person's dead. And although Nora, who works for the company, can create an avatar for her to interact with him in a visual standpoint for him, and while he's wearing the VR, and while she's wearing the VR in the real world, it's like that type of dynamic. So a lot of that is happening, and it's absolutely fun. And I just realized I keep calling it Horizen. Horizen is the company who developed the environment Lakeview. So that's where Nathan is at, where Nora in the real world works for Horizen, and they have a whole business. So there's other people who have their clients as well that also interacts with their avatars, or create themselves avatars, so they can relate and provide customer service within the environment for Lakeview. And like I said, Horizen's just one company. There's other companies and there's other environments that goes on. So like in theory, like when you die, you can kind of figure out, so where I want my life to be at. Do I want to be in the desert? Do I want to be in the city of Las Vegas, or something else that they've made up? So that's kind of the process of it. Also, not to mention the people who are responsible for the accounts for the people who have passed. So in this case, Nathan's girlfriend is the one who created the account, who funds the account, that that makes sure that that his tier purchase in the afterlife, because there's different tiers. You could have the low budget 2G, or you could be on the high class 5G plan, unlimited data plan. That depending on your family's finances and whatever bracket you want to be on. But like I said, people who have these accounts can create avatars themselves in order to interact with the system. So like when you think about all that, like it really comes down to, it seems like the options are limitless, because while you can wear VR glasses, gloves, suits, whatever it may be, in order to simulate yourself into the system, there's other things in the real world that projects a view into the system, where you can see, your family member, friends, or whoever have passed. You can see their avatars and interact with them on that note. So it's like it's crazy, and you gotta think, because like AI is so powerful. It's like you're not only getting like a verbal representation of the person, but now you're getting a visual representation of the person. Even in time, Gene even can make it physical, depending on whatever options or whatever technology is available for whatever that circumstance may be. So it's really cool, because when you think about this, like, the options are really limitless. Like, if this was some type of Q&A right now, he's asking, well, can they do this and can they do that? I feel like almost every single thing that you thought about is there. Like, in the real world, you can wear certain type of technology in order to, like, be able to interact with the person in the physical stance, with the people who's in the upload environment. So a lot of that is on display. But like, again, with anything technology, just flaws. There's business that's involved, the good and the bad side of business, and there's a really unusual relationships that gets built within all of this that's happening. And this show really had a lot of like funny, witty, adult like gags that just went throughout the entire 10 episodes. You really gain it. You really have so much fun with this. I can't stress enough. But when you think about upload and how does it apply to the real world? So in other words, if you die, you have the opportunity to have a natural death, or to have your consciousness uploaded into the system, which you have to pay a monthly fee in order to do so. And then when I talk about the real world, just instances where people can apply to be into like a program in order to be uploaded. So like the government is funding other people to be able to get into it. And then there's different environments. So we're talking about Horizen, and that's just one area you can be in. There's other competitors and companies and other places that you can go to. So all of that is all encompassed in all of this. But there's some super funny moments, and I don't even know where to start. But God, I just got to say, when you watch the episode 1, there's a breakfast scene, a bathroom scene that just, it really is so funny, but it really makes you think like, okay, how crazy is this going to get? I'm here to let you know it's going to get crazy. And while there's like drama that goes on in this, and while there is like, obviously the whole idea of this mystery of what's happening, so you're on an adventure, it is still absolutely funny. It is. And it keeps the funny really at it. Like I can't describe it enough. It's just unexpectedly funny, because it's like certain scenes, certain things where you feel like things are getting intense and you're like really mind-boggling about what's going to happen. A joke hits you out of nowhere and you're just like, okay, I didn't see that coming. And I love that, because like, really projected like jokes and punchline sometimes could get a little bit played out. And the fact that I feel like this show is so unique in its own, especially as far as like the delivery of things, I truly appreciate that you just see jokes just come out of nowhere that you just had no clues that was going to happen. But yeah, I even say like after episode 1, if you want to call episode 1 your pilot or your test, I guarantee you get to episode 2, within the first 30 seconds you're hooked. Because it's just that different too, because like while episode 1 really tries to lay down the playing field of what's going to be happening in this series, episode 2 just quickly lets you know like how funny, how crazy it's going to get, as well as still continue to develop a lot of the plot and laying the foundation of the mystery of this entire 10 episode season 1. But again, it's limitless possibilities with technology, and and just because you get this, this really opportunity to be uploaded into an environment, it just makes you see like, sometimes they refer to it as heaven, but there's still challenges after life. Like there's challenges and there's drama and just everything, and it's a lot of like realistic what ifs that are implied into this show. And while you have Nora in the real world having her own dilemma, and then Ingrid, the girlfriend having her own dilemma and everything. As far as we're following Nathan in most of the series, everyone's having really similar issues, but in all different states of living. And that's what I think. That's why I say it's realistic, because it's just like some of these realistic problems you can't avoid, no matter what the situation is, no matter how much money you make, who's your family ties, if you're in upload and living your best in the afterlife. It's just it keeps the viewers grounded, because it makes no one too better for any circumstance, which is why I call it realistic. On that note. I mean, hell, there's catfish everywhere. You can't get away from catfish, no matter how good the technology get. But it's really scary to think that in a distant future that the world could still be being rated on the Yelp 5-star system. Yes, that's a thing. Very, very much a thing. Everything's rated 5 stars. Everything, your job performance, everything you do is rated by the Yelp 5-star system. So yeah, but anyway, when you check this out and everything, the 10 episodes, the titles and everything, I think they're self-explanatory about what you're going to get in the episodes, as far as like, what can you expect. There's really no like undertone, like, mystery. Like, you see the name, like what's going to happen. They're pretty transparent as far as on that note. I think this is a show for, I would say, for all, again, if you like Parks and Recs in The Office, that audience that it automatically draws to. And I will say that, although those shows have their regulars, this is a show you are going to be talking about with your friends, because this is so funny. And then the fact of the matter, like, it could be possible, who knows, but it's just, and then everyone does a really stellar performance in the show, and the characters you kind of, you gravitate to and you learn to appreciate, because there's even sub characters in this show that doesn't really make a big pivotal role inside of the whole influx of the plot, but they're just such fun characters. You just want more of them, and I can't stress enough, like, with so many tons of laughs, the end of this season, the shocking end. I need season 2. This was something. I cannot wait to see where this goes for the next season, because this was a lot of fun, and I had fun with this. I can't wait for you guys to check this out once it releases. But again, it comes out May 1st on Prime Video, so all you Amazon Prime subscribers, you get to check this out. And if you're not, you should definitely get on board, because it's a treat. But you have to stay tuned to the channel, because I got more from Upload coming up soon, and I have a feeling that as far as other stuff that's coming, some exclusive stuff as well too. But I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go watch this again, and I'm probably gonna end up doing another review, because again, I crushed 10 episodes really quick in this slight non-spoiler review. But I want to dive deep into some things, because there's some theories and things I've been thinking about that I can't even talk about because I don't want to ruin anything. But it's definitely noteworthy for you guys. So we'll see. But thank you for checking this one out. And again, stay locked, because we got so much more stuff coming up.